Most people will never become wealthy, not because they are lazy, not because they are stupid, and not because they don't work hard enough. They won't become wealthy because no one ever taught them how money actually works. From childhood, we are trained to earn money, spend money, and survive month to month. But we are never taught how to make money grow. And because of that one missing lesson, millions of people stay stuck their entire lives. Let me ask you something important. If you had just $100 today, what would you do with it? Most people would spend it without thinking. A few would save it. Very few would see it as a seed. Because wealthy people don't see money as something to consume. They see it as something to multiply. Today, we are going to talk about a quiet force. A force so powerful that it has created more millionaires than talent, luck, or intelligence ever could. A force that works slowly, silently, and patiently. And yet, once it gains momentum, it becomes unstoppable. That force is compound interest. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people believe small money doesn't matter. They believe only big salaries create wealth. They believe if you don't start with a lot, you'll never reach a lot. And this belief alone keeps them poor, because wealth is not built by how much you start with. Wealth is built by how long you stay consistent. Compound interest means you don't just earn money on what you invest. You earn money on what your money earns. And then you earn money on that again. Over time, growth starts stacking on top of growth. It's not linear, it's exponential. And that difference changes everything. Imagine planting a seed. On day 1, nothing happens. On day 10, still nothing. On day 30, you might see a tiny sprout. Most people would give up before that. They'd say the seed doesn't work, but underground, something powerful is happening. Roots are forming, strength is building, and once the growth begins, it doesn't stop. Money works the same way. Let's talk numbers, simple numbers. You invest just $100. Not every month, not every year, just once, and you let it grow at an average rate of 10% per year. In the first year, it becomes $110. That feels pointless to most people. They feel disappointed, they feel bored, they feel impatient, and that's where most people fail. After 5 years, it's still not impressive. After 10 years, it barely feels meaningful. And this is the exact moment where people quit investing, quit learning, and quit believing. They chase faster results. They take bigger risks. They jump from idea to idea. And they never allow time to work in their favor. But those who understand compound interest don't quit during the slow years because they know the slow years are necessary. After 20 years, that $100 becomes several hundred. After 30 years, it crosses into thousands, and then something strange happens. Growth starts speeding up. The money begins to grow faster without you adding anything new. By 40 years, it multiplies dramatically. By 50 years, that same $100 quietly becomes $10,000. No stress, no hustle, no daily effort, just patience. This is why time is more valuable than money. You can lose money and earn it back. You can never recover lost time. Every year you delay is a year compound interest cannot work for you. And the biggest financial regret people have later in life is not starting earlier. Now imagine this concept with habits. Imagine investing $100 every month. That's not rich behavior. That's disciplined behavior. Over decades, that habit can build a future that looks impossible from the outside. Not because the person was lucky, but because they were consistent when others were impatient. Most people underestimate what small actions can become over time. They overestimate what quick wins can do in the short term, and that misunderstanding keeps them chasing while others are building. There's another lesson here. Mindset. Wealthy people don't think in days or weeks. They think in decades. They don't ask, how fast can this make me rich? They ask, Will this still work if I stay consistent for a long time? If you are watching this right now, you are early. Earlier than you think. The fact that you are learning this already puts you ahead of most people. You don't need to be rich to start. You need to start to become rich. Money does not reward effort alone. It rewards understanding. It rewards patience. It rewards those who allow time to do the heavy lifting. Wealth is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It grows quietly while others are distracted. And one day, people will look at the result and call it luck without ever seeing the years of consistency behind it. Remember this, it's not about how much money you make this year. It's about how much money you allow to grow for the next 20, 30, or 40 years. That is the real power of compound interest. In the end, wealth is not about luck, talent, or where you come from. It's about understanding one simple truth that most people ignore for their entire lives. Time is the most valuable asset you will ever own. Money comes and goes, opportunities rise and fall, but time moves in only one direction. And compound interest is the reward given to those who respect that reality. The reason so many people struggle financially is not because they never earned enough, but because they never allowed what they earned to grow. They spent years chasing more income while ignoring the power of patience. They focused on today's comfort instead of tomorrow's freedom. And slowly, without realizing it, they traded long-term security for short-term satisfaction. Compound interest does not care about your background. It does not care about your age, your job title, or your past mistakes. It only responds to two things: consistency and time. Even the smallest action, when repeated and protected over years, can become something life-changing. That is the lesson most people learn too late, but you are learning it now. Starting small is not a weakness. Waiting is. Every day you delay is a day your future cannot grow, and every step you take today, no matter how small it seems, is a step toward a future where money works for you instead of against you. This is how ordinary people quietly build extraordinary lives. The journey to wealth is not fast, and it is not exciting in the beginning. It requires patience when others quit, discipline when others chase shortcuts, and belief when results are invisible. But those who stay the course eventually reach a place where effort decreases and results accelerate. That is when compound interest reveals its true power. Remember this, you don't need to be rich to start building wealth. You need understanding, consistency, and time. If you give your money the chance to grow, it will reward you in ways that effort alone never could. This is not just a financial lesson, it is a life lesson. Build habits that compound. Make decisions that your future self will thank you for. And never underestimate what small, consistent actions can become over time. Because in the long run, the people who win are not the ones who move fast. They are the ones who never stop moving forward. If this video changed how you think about money, then you're exactly where you need to be. Here on Lessons of Wisdom, we don't chase quick money. We build lasting wealth. Subscribe, stay patient, and let time work for you. Because the future belongs to those who start today.